Hey guys, this is Azralynn with first impressions of Space Hulk Deathwing. Space Hulk Deathwing is a first-person shooter set in the Warhammer 40k universe. The game can be played co-op online or as a single-player campaign as well. The campaign starts off with some incredible voice-acted dialogue during the opening cutscene. It got me super pumped to go on my first mission and gave me high hopes for the rest of the story. You play as part of an elite squad of Space Marines from the Deathwing of the Untitled Chapter. You are dispatched on missions to investigate Space Hulks that are swarming with enemies. There are 5 different classes to choose from, and each class has its own guns and special abilities. There are 9 chapters to choose from, and each one can be played in multiplayer co-op or solo with AI. As you move from one objective to the next in each mission, you are swarmed by enemies from both close range and far. The ranged combat feels good, and the guns and abilities are fun to use, but the melee attacks seem clunky and delayed, and they're not all that satisfying. One thing that I don't like about the combat is that the zoom is a toggle only. It feels very cumbersome when enemies close in on you, and you just can't quickly melee them. Hopefully they add a hold to zoom option. When you land a close range or melee kill, you can't see anything. The blood on the screen is great and all, but the fact that it completely blocks your vision is very irritating. When you play in co-op matches, each character starts at level 1 every time, and as they get kills, they level up to unlock other abilities and or different weapons specific to their class. The online co-op matches are hosted by other players and can be played with 1 to 4 people. You can also turn on friendly fire in this mode, although I don't think it's a good idea when playing with random people. My experience with the co-op since launch was basically me encountering a fatal error in every match that I tried. I wasn't able to complete a single co-op match because of this. After crashing to desktop, you can't always join back on the server you were on, or resume play if you were the one hosting the game. It got extremely frustrating. In the single-player campaign, you and your squad of AI companions complete the same missions that are available in the co-op. There is a progression system for your squad in the single player, as well as collectibles to be found. You'll need to give your companions orders through the tactical menu to get them to do things for you, such as hacking or healing. I played the first 2 missions with the AI, and I found it aggravating, and it can be very dumb at times. For example, unless you command it to stay still, the AI just walks in front of the turret and takes tons of damage for no reason. My main issue with the AI is having to micromanage the healer while in the midst of combat. Accessing the tactical menu breaks your combat groove. You can issue orders with the mouse or with hotkeys. Either way, you'll probably take damage needlessly while you stand there for a few seconds. I prefer using the hotkeys, but the keys to order the apothecary to heal himself or another AI requires you to move your hand across the keyboard and hit 9 or 0. Some of the key bindings are not customizable, and they feel very awkward and inconvenient to use. There is no controller support right now, but I expect that controller support will be implemented in the future since the game will be releasing on console in early 2017. The music and the sound effects were fine, and they didn't really stand out as being good or bad either way. Graphics-wise, the game looks great. I love the environments, and the Terminators look totally badass. The performance, on the other hand, is seriously lacking. When there are a lot of enemies on screen, the frame drops are significant. Even with just some enemies on screen, it's not usually possible to maintain a steady 60 frames per second. I had pre-ordered this game and I played it about 6 hours in the multiplayer beta and roughly 3 hours since the launch before I submitted a refund request. The co-op has some replay value, but the chapters seem to be the same each and every time as far as the enemy spawns go. It can get dull after a while, and I would like to see more randomization added to the chapters to keep things fresh and exciting. Space Hulk Deathwing looks great and it certainly has potential, but it's got some of the issues that plague the multiplayer beta. I hope they can address some of the problems the game has in a timely manner. Until then though, it's probably a good idea to hold off for now. I apologize for not being able to do a full review of this game, but I hope my first impressions has helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and post your feedback in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.